Hello everyone, once again this is DemonicBishop back, finally doing another Let's Play. Wow, what a surprise, I'm doing a Let's Play. But anyway, yes, I'm back. It's been an incredibly long time since I decided to do a video. Usually when I record these videos I usually spend a bit of time psyching myself up, thinking about what I'm going to say, but to be honest, it's been that long, I've got the feeling that this video will probably end up being fairly shit to watch anyway, but you know, carry on, ignore my ramblings, watch it anyway, because it'll probably be quite fun. But basically I decided that I didn't really need to psych myself up very much for this video, purely because, like I say, it's been so long, I've probably got out of practice and out of touch with doing this anyway. But yeah, anyway, on with the show. I decided today to not do a continuation of any of my other series, because it seems to be a tradition at the moment for me to basically start recording video series on games, doing Let's Plays of them, and basically not following them up, and that's a proud tradition that I vow to continue. And anyway, I decided to play a different game purely because I've got so many games now on my Steam library. I just kind of thought, well, you know, I just want to see what they're all like, basically. Give them each of them a go, see what they're like, not dwell on one game too long. Having said that, though, Kenshi Parts 4 is definitely on the way. It's been promised for a long time, but for those of you who are still watching, and it does seem that the first episode of that series was very popular indeed, so a big thank you for that. Thank you for keeping up to date and keep on watching me. It's very, very motivating, I can honestly assure you. But anyway, without further ado, this is One-Way Heroics. It seems to be an independent game. It seems like a little low budget, but really, really quite good game actually on Steam. I did actually wonder when I first played it if it was created using RPG Maker, the obviously the quite popular game creation tool. And speaking of which, actually, that is something that I am very, very passionate about using myself. Actually, I do create my own RPGs with it, or attempt to at least. And I've got a Facebook page with my little mini game development thing. I've got a couple of projects on the go at the moment, so I'll probably be updating you with those at some stage. Maybe, never know. Maybe once I've worked on them enough, I'll probably make some videos on them, get you interested in them, see how they play. You know, show you some little gameplay footage and some previews of those. But anyway, yeah, I kind of thought this was possibly one of those as well, but it turns out that isn't the case. But even so, it's an incredibly really fun game. It's basically a roguelike slash RPG. If any of you who have played FTL, Faster Than Light, and that is another game actually that's been suggested to me to play and do a Let's Play of, and I will definitely be doing a video of that once I've gotten to grips with the game a little more. But that also seems like an extremely fun game and very fun, interesting video for me to make very soon as well. So for those of you who have been, you know, sort of crying yourself to sleep, just in sheer anticipation of watching my videos, new videos, and basically just being disappointed at every turn, you're going to get quite a number of videos on the way very shortly. So that's good news for you. But anyway, I'm going to start a game of this. Now, how do I describe this game? Well, like I say, it's basically kind of, if you take some of the, I'm going to go on to the options. Basically, if you take some of the sort of gameplay aspects of Faster Than Light, from what I can gather from it so far, that is the the randomised nature of the game world, sort of the 2D nature of the game, the extremely addictive, repetitive gameplay sort of style, and basically various other features such as that. You've kind of got this game, but mix it with a JRPG sort of aspect, rather than a spaceship flight kind of management simulator, and basically you have this game. Basically the huge gimmick of this game is it's basically a JRPG that you can only move to the right side of the screen on, because with every single move that you make, it almost plays out like every single action in the game is effectively part of like a turn-based battle kind of thing, where every single move you make moves the game counter forward and the screen gets gradually further and further to the left, so you have to always be bearing in mind escaping the inevitable death that always comes with side-scrolling 2D games, and also trying to make your way through the game, make a name for yourself, and it's very, very good fun. But instead of describing the game that actually showing it to you, let's create a character. Now, this is the character that I created. I've only actually played this game one time through at the moment. I only gave it a quick sort of 10-15 minute try just to see what it was like, and it was so interesting. And actually, even though I rage quitted, I had so much fun with it. I decided, well, you know, why change what's inevitably obviously broken? So I just kind of went, well, let's just keep this character. Maltagrados is the guy's name. It's Swordmaster class. If there are actually two classes on here: the Swordmaster class or the Knight class. Whereas they basically seem to be, from what I can gather, fairly same, similar to each other really. So not really so much to choose from. Although one of them basically has a slightly higher attack kind of rate and defense against attacks, and vice versa, but with shields and defending. So not really too what's the word? Not really too who cares? Let's choose the perk. I've already chosen Intellect, Vitality and Willpower as my +1 perks, and basically it's all mind-numbingly boring RPG dribble, so fuck that. I'm not going to be describing that to you because chances are you've probably left the video already. But anyway, I'm going to start the adventure. Yeah, let's start this game. Oh, this is really, really, really good fun actually. But this is one of the cool aspects, by the way, of what makes this game stand out a lot for the pack. This is effectively, from what I can gather anyway, from the very short amount of time that I've spent playing this game, this is one of the few things which has actually made this game really, really intriguing to me and made me come back for a second go. And basically, it lets you sort of customise your gameplay experience, really, in a very nice, cool way. So, basically the way this works is the game is connected to the internet, and basically, obviously the worlds are randomly generated, but they also seem to be stored on some kind of online database for the game as well. So you have a history, so basically the game will randomly generate a dimension for you to explore in. You can also create new random worlds, so basically the game has absolutely infinite possibilities in terms of gameplay. And the way you will create one of these random words is you will actually type a word into the game, as far as I can tell. Let's just have a quick look at that actually. Oh, maybe not actually, but I have read that you can type a name into any word into the game, and based on that word, it will randomly generate an entire game world for you to explore. Now, I don't understand or really realise how immersive, how much depth there is to that. But it's definitely going to be something interesting to experiment with in the future, and I'll probably make quite a number of videos on this game. Possibly not loads, but definitely enough for a mini-series, so there should be much fun to be had with that. You can also, that's the one, manually input the dimension. Now, actually no it isn't, but basically you see these little kind of identifier tags on each of the worlds. Obviously there's millions of those because there's obviously infinite possibilities, but you basically, if you remember one of those, write it down. You can always access it later on as well, so that's a really, really cool feature. Another aspect as well seems to be that there is online play as well, where you can hop onto the multiverse, you can create a random world or join somebody else's, and you can basically adventure together. So if I can get some of my friends to get this game and possibly join me in that, I can see that being an incredibly fun video as well, so I'll probably do that as well. So obviously, as always, comment me, get in touch, feel free, don't be shy, let me know what you'd like to see, apart from more Kenshi videos. And there's also seems to be down here some extremely annoyingly difficult worlds as well. But anyway, I'm just going to... oh, hold on actually. Oh yeah, there we go. Choose past adventure. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm going to create a new random world just for the sake of argument, and just basically to show you that, just show you in detail really how randomised the world is. But anyway, without further ado, I'm sure you've spent 10 minutes reading and watching this video now, and listening to me ramble on about nothing as always. So let's go on walk in the park mode, because this is actually quite a difficult game. And tying into the comparison that I made earlier with FTL, this is also another one of those games where it's encouraged for you to play it and replay it lots and lots of times. So kind of, maybe possibly I'm just sort of speculating here, but I imagine between 10 and 30 times to be able to get a full grip on how to play the game. So for those of you who don't have much patience, obviously this is definitely a theme in a lot of the games I play and make videos of, but if these games intrigue you, then prepare to be prepared to put a lot of hours into it and be very patient with it, because the more you put into this game, the more you will get out of it. I know I say it all the time, I know, it's just horrible hearing me say those words once again, but it is true. And anyway, here we go with the prologue. Inside a certain forest in dimension, the healer Dozy sits with a herb in hands, blah blah blah, hungry, I want to nibble a leaf, typical standard sort of drug addled RPG fare there, but what does this say actually? As your hero's energy drops, their stamina regeneration also slows. Oh shit, let's press the button. Oh well, who cares about that? I'm sure it's been on screen long enough for you to read that. And anyway, here we go with the game. So this is the starting, this is basically the starting screen of the game. You start off in a sort of rectangularly cross-shaped building of some description, possibly a town hall or maybe some sort of castle or something for the king. I don't really understand yet. But as you can see, graphics-wise, it's very, very aesthetically nice. Yes, it's probably not the most high-res graphics in the world, but if you've ever played or maybe you have RPG Maker yourself, I'm not saying this game is made using RPG Maker, but if you're familiar with that piece of software or played any of the games that have been created with it, like To the Moon, for example, is a very high-profile example. But if you have played any of these games before, then you're very, very likely to sort of recognise the aesthetic description of this game. Also similar to any other JRPGs at all, basically, that you've ever played. It's far too many for me to mention at the moment, but I will probably come up with some examples in this video's description. But anyway, here we go. Some random guys talking to me. Somehow my body, which should have been defeated by a skeleton, is returned to me in one piece. Oh, this is what happened. Yes, I remember now. On my first playthrough, I was killed by a skeleton, and appears like, because I've chosen to select the same character again, it actually remembers what happened in my last playthrough. That is awesome. Oh man, I'm definitely excited to start playing this now. Actually, maybe it isn't in one piece. My memories of my whole body are already fading. Well, yeah, they kind of are, to be honest, because I've pretty much forgot everything about that playthrough up to now, so that's quite realistic. Masochist King Victor, that's quite interesting. That's very, very funny actually there, because initially you're on your very first playthrough of this game. This main NPC, I remember now, it's coming back to me now. He was called King Victor, and now that I died, excruciatingly, he's now called Masochist King Victor. So this kind of embodies the sort of Dark Souls kind of, you know, outlook and ideas behind the game. Basically, the game's designed to slaughter you as much as possible, and you'll basically enjoy that happening. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Well, whatever. It isn't much, but I've prepared some items to help you in your journey. Thank fuck for that, because I got absolutely mortifiedly destroyed last time. So, but anyway, this potted herb is a mystical item which grows a healing herb once every 12 hours. Treat it with care, la-di-da. I know it'll be a tough journey, but I'll leave the description of the Demon Lord up to you. Awesome sauce. I'll be leaving the castle behind as well. Well, you certainly will, because I can't wait for you to die because you killed me last time. But now it's time for you to depart. I pray for your success. Right, so here we go. The start of the game in Sutro, in Riolo, in whatever random bullshit language you want to make up. This is basically the start of the game proper. Use the arrow keys to move in front of the NPCs and press Z, or enter to talk to them. So obviously the typical JRPG/RPG Maker kind of control scheme. Once you finish chatting, make sure to keep going to the right. And as you can see there, that's probably a good example of how this game flows for you. I literally just press the down button to move down one space, and with every move, the screen moves further and further to the right. And if your character doesn't as well, then you're fucked, basically. So obviously I can move up and down a little. I'm not going to do that too much because I'll probably end up dying, but fortunately, and the game's developers did actually bear this in mind, if you move left and right, your character can actually move slightly faster to the left and right than the screen does as well, so to prevent you from instantaneously dying in every game. So that's always good. Here we go, Soldier D. I'm Judge Charisma. It looks like your charisma is stuck at level 0. So basically just judges your stats. I think that's the purpose of all of the NPCs in this initial territory, really. I don't think anyone's going to join with you at this point because I'm offline. You might get some no-names, I guess. Well, yeah, thanks for that incredibly awesome help. It will not go unnoticed. Ooh, Fairy Arrows. When you want to change direction, press the arrow keys while holding CL Shift. Changing direction doesn't always use up a turn. And, well, what do you know? That's definitely true. That's awesome. And there's also 8 directional movement as well, which is quite a nice feature. Oh shit, just used some of my points up there. But anyway, so basically the entire gameplay of this game is quite unique compared to a lot of other RPGs, purely because basically it makes you consider every single move, not just combat moves, attacking moves. You know, the entire gameplay from the very start to finish, from the very time that you press the begin button of your adventure to the time that you face the inevitable game over screen. You have to consider every single movement you make, unlike me, because it basically means that your options become more and more limited. You're leaving me behind as well, aren't you, says sensible old lady. There is no way I can outrun the coming darkness. Well, especially not if you're a morbidly solitary and definitely immobile NPC. So I will at least do my part by telling you about upcoming areas. Well, that's very nice of you indeed. Locations revealed, 3 stone huts. Well, isn't that just whoop-de beauty? That's awesome. Well, I guess this is goodbye for me. Do your best to reach the end, ma'am. So yes, anyway. Hey, and the sword just died there. But yes, now we've got past all of that extremely annoying drivel. You may have already figured out, but Z or enter is the attack button, defeat all that oppose you. And as you can see, even attacking, just using one single attack move will also make the screen move to the right as well. You can probably notice there, just to the bottom right of the, well, middle right of the screen really I should say, next to my life, ST and energy bars, is also my little mini-map as well, overlaid mini-map. And oh dear, here comes some of the roguelike aspects. I seem to have encountered an enemy who's actually already attacking me, so time to waste all my moves, pick up the graphic, which is definitely taken from one of the RPG Maker YTP graphic sheets, which I'm also using in one of my games as well, so that's how I remember it. But I seem to have picked up some weapons, and I think, thinking about it now actually, one thing that I definitely remember from my last playthrough, I think one of the reasons I died is that I didn't actually realise how to access the inventory screen, which is probably not all too surprising when you consider some of my previous forays into RPGs, especially on some of the videos that I've done. Ooh, a tough Jade Forest member. What is he saying here? Let's have a speak to him. I am a member of the Jade Forest Group. Sorry for raving your ears just then. My duty is to track down criminals who hunt endangered animals. Be careful not to kill any foxes, other horses, otters, sorry, rabbits or goats. Basically anything fluffy. Well, why should I do that then? And he has absolutely no description or advice concerning that beyond that, so that's quite annoying. But this guy is definitely fluffy, he's definitely flying, and he's definitely going to get his arse destroyed by me now. Ooh. Oh shit. So apparently you can actually climb mountains as well, which is quite good, although, oh shit, it does extremely move the screen to the right as well, so I probably won't be doing too much of that. But that's quite a cool feature that I didn't really know about before. That's very, very interesting. So let's have a look at some of this baggage that's around the outside of the screen then. Swordmaster's Finesse is 2 times combat hit rate. A lot of the, especially for Swordmaster as well, I don't know about some of the other classes that are included in here, but it seems like a lot of the battle attacking gameplay from the Swordmaster class is basically all centered around comboing. I'm yet to sort of really see how beneficial that is, because I haven't really been in much combat yet, and as you can see, it's not really the most eventful of combat. You know, it's kind of, it is interesting, you know, it does the job, but it's not sort of a big epic set piece style battle. It's mainly just kind of interacting with events on the screen, and fuck off being a stupid directional bitch. Imp throws a big stone. Oh, I'm getting quite, ooh, here we go. Well, I was getting quite severely whooped there, but Multi-Bride has reached level 2. Dun, 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 dun. With vitality level increasing by 1 as well, so that's always nice to see. That's always going to be useful, especially against these flying annoying things. I've got 115 silver, what do you know? Let's have a look at my coin purse in the bottom right there. Let's have a look, 370 silver, well, that's awesome. And I've only got 6 out of 20 weight on my character as well. So yeah, I don't really know for definite how interesting this video is going to be, especially since, oh shit, I've got 2 life already. Now I really could do with finding out how to access inventory. Let's try pressing I. No, it doesn't work. Escape. Well, I've got a skill, so that's something. Oh, here we go. Oh dear, right, I've been a total utter noob. I didn't even really notice all those other screens on the right, and by pressing left or right I can actually move between them as well, so that's, way, that's really good. So, oh awesome, so we've got an options menu, dropped items, equipped items, just generally invent, oh yeah, so here we go, let's use this potted, let's use the potted herb that the magnificently maleficous annoying guy gave me at the start. Let's use the right potted herb and heal myself. Oh shit, no, I only actually harvested the healing herb. Looks like I've got to use it again to actually heal myself. Healing herb, a herb that is an effective painkiller and antiseptic. Well, that's always nice to know. Eating it restores 40 life. It also restores energy by 10%. Well, that sounds very beneficial, so I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of that. I'm now back up to 42 life, although I could do with quite a lot more of those. And I did actually wonder what those flying numbers represented, but it actually seems to be slowly regenerating health, which is very nice as well. So yay! I'm seem to be recruiting my health back, which is another good thing as well. So yeah, let's just kind of have a walk around the barren wasteland for a while, kill some of these yellow baby chocobo things, regain some health, and see what happens from now on. Oh shit. Oh no, I'm dead already. Well, there you go. That basically shows... hold on, I just have to comment a minute. That's an extremely bad rip-off of Final Fantasy X music there, I think. But yeah, anyway, that basically just goes to show how incredibly easy it is to die in this game. Probably even easier than games like Dark Souls, really, because you can see how quickly that was. Similar to my forays into Kenshi and Dungeons of Dreadmore, and basically loads of other things as well. As always, I don't really claim to be good at games. I claim to be incredibly shit at them. I was unleashed... Well, Imp unleashed a big stone on me. I would try to defend as I normally would, but unfortunately I was extremely clusterfucked. I'm definitely not getting up from that one. So my consciousness starts to flee. I look at one last time at Imp, who looks down at you with intense hunger. And this is another cool feature as well. Each of the descriptions and game over screens you reach at the end of the game as well. Also are tailored and customised compared to, you know, they're influenced by some of the variables that occur during your gameplay. So, in other words, if you're killed by an Imp, for example, it shows you here. It references it in the death dialogue, so that's quite nice as well on your epitaph. So, your journey is now at an end, unfortunately. Now, this is the most interesting bit of the game so far for me, really. And just as well, really, because it seems to be one of the things you'll be witnessing about it most frequently. But anyway, Fairy Iris says, I met my demise pretty quickly this time. Surprise, surprise, but don't worry, it happens to everyone. Well, not to me, but you know what I mean. Alright, we'll settle down and get ready for advice time! This is one of the definitely cool bits about the game. It encourages you to die frequently, but instead of really making that a punishment, it actually basically uses it as an excuse to educate you and teach you on how to avoid the same fate next time, which is obviously advice that I failed to heed by the looks of it. But it doesn't look like I used my awakening ability this playthrough. I should probably use the ability like crazy when I'm in a pinch. I can't really remember what that does, but I'll probably check it out for the next video. It also basically seems to do a lot of damage, but it's extremely limited use and can limit some of your character's stats as well. Alright, next. On the next screen you can expand your dimensional vault for the ability to carry items over to your next playthrough. This is definitely another cool feature as well. What it appears to be at the moment, again I haven't really looked into it a great deal, I don't really know too much about it or done much research on it or much first-hand experience on it even for that matter, but it basically seems to me to be a kind of cross-game big bank account, basically. A big vault where you can some sort of global inventory of sorts, basically, where you can store some of your items that you carry over from death from previous playthroughs, store them into a big bank, and then take what you need for further playthroughs as well, thus making each subsequent playthrough just that little bit easier, and also making you more and more encouraged to carry on playing the game over and over again. So that's definitely good. And also another added bit of depth there is that each time you play you get a certain amount of points based on how well you do, and you can expend those points on unlocking extra features even, such as extra items, level ups, that kind of thing, and like it says there, expanding slots on your global inventory type thing as well. So even just adding one weapon at a time can make the next adventure go a lot smoother. Give it a try, and I'll definitely be doing that, I think. Well, that should be enough for today, and I think she's probably got the right idea. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today because, like I say, I'm out of practice and this game was probably extremely terrible, so apologies for that, but thank you for watching it anyway. I'm going to be keeping up the adventuring just like Fairy Iris wants me to. There's going to be more videos on this game, one-way heroics very soon. There's definitely going to be some faster than light footage, and actually thinking about it, I'm probably going to go and record that right now because this video has been a practice again for me. I'm probably going to possibly upload this anyway just because it's been extremely long since you've heard anything, and you know, I feel bad for you guys. You support me, and I lapped up all the praise and all the you know, interest and stuff and just threw it back in your face and sort of haven't really elaborated on anything since. So like I say, big apologies for that, but I will be making more of these videos. I'm going to do a faster than light video right now since I've had a drink because my voice is extremely croaky, as you can no doubt tell. I'm probably going to try not to be quite as schizo on the next video, or quite as enthusiastically mental sounding. I know I'm talking a mile a minute at the moment, but who cares anyway. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to keep up the adventuring. There's also going to be a new Kenshi video, I promise, definitely, before this time next month. So keep your eye out for that. Thank you for watching all of my videos. Every single like and every single view is extremely appreciated, so thank you very much, everybody. This has been DemonicBishop, and here you go. I'm just going to leave you with my ending stats for this extremely timidly short playthrough. Oh, what can I say? What a shame. Hopefully, the second playthrough that I end up recording will be much more interesting and a lot more accomplished than this. But anyway, I don't know. I may think about maybe making this the next playthrough in the same dimension. Although, to be fair, the first one was a lot more interesting anyway, because it was just, even though it was all randomly generated, it was a lot more interesting to look at. So, I achieved level D because I only had level 2 at the time of death. I think I did actually improve my overall distance on the on this playthrough, so that goes a lot to saying that I just showing you how shit I did on my first play. But that's the whole point of this game, you know. You're encouraged, and well, you're not so much encouraged, but it's basically a given that you will do terrible the very first time you play it. But like I say, it's one of those games where you must play it repeatedly to even make any sort of sense of achievement and you know, make any sort of progress in it really. So yeah, D's all around pretty much not really the best. I got a C though altogether for some bizarre reason. I don't quite know how I managed that. I got newbie swordmaster rank, which is quite good, and a heroics level of 5. So that can't be bad. But yeah, anyway, I also increased 5 hero points as well for doing absolutely terrible. So those are those points I was telling you about before, which you can cash in exchange for bonuses for future playthroughs. I also achieved a new record for the Swordmaster class. Yeah! My overall heroics level went up from 4 to 5. My skills really are improving each time. Oh yeah! Now that, my friends, is the exact reason why I should play this game. Because just like Dark Souls and all of the other games that encourage death and punish you severely, the reward and the feeling, the sense of achievement that you get when you improve, even if it's only incrementally, is very, very good. And I am extremely buzzing now from that. I'm very happy that I haven't actually got worse for once. And yeah, we're going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for watching once again. This has probably been the most drawn out outro I think I've ever probably done. But anyway, thank you for watching. Part 2 coming up extremely soon, and look out for Faster Than Light and other videos too. Thanks guys, it's been DemonicBishop. Thank you for watching and see you soon!